What if I told you that the hardest working person in the room is rarely the richest? Think about that for a second. We're taught from a young age, work hard, earn more, and you'll become wealthy. But what if that advice was only half true? In 1994, a janitor named Ronald Read retired quietly. Nobody paid much attention. But when he passed away, he left behind $8 million. He never earned more than $11 an hour his entire life. So how did he do it? The answer will completely change how you think about money. Most people assume that becoming wealthy requires a huge salary, a six-figure job, a successful business, or winning the lottery. But Ronald Read proved something different. He worked as a janitor and later as a gas station attendant. He lived in a small house, drove used cars, and avoided unnecessary spending. Instead of trying to look rich, he focused on building wealth. For decades, he consistently invested part of his income into good companies and held those investments for the long term. Nothing flashy, nothing complicated. Just patience, discipline, and time. His story teaches an important lesson. It's not how much money you earn. It's what you do with the money you earn. This is where most people get stuck. They believe a higher salary will solve all their financial problems. And while earning more can certainly help, salary alone rarely makes people rich. Why? Because a salary is active income. Active income means you work to get paid. Imagine carrying buckets of water from a well every day. The harder you work, the more water you bring home. But the moment you stop carrying buckets, the water stops coming. That's how active income works. Now imagine building a pipeline from the well directly to your house. Once it's built, water keeps flowing, even when you're resting. That's similar to passive income. Passive income is money that continues coming in from investments, businesses, or assets you've already built. The wealthy understand this difference. They don't just focus on earning money. They focus on creating sources of income that can grow without needing their constant time and effort. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine two people earn $4,000 per month. The first person spends almost everything they make. The second person invests $500 every month and earns an average return of 8% per year. After 20 years, that monthly investment could grow to around $295,000. Same salary, different choices, different future. This is what wealthy people do differently. They don't spend every dollar that comes in. They buy assets instead of liabilities. They think long-term, and most importantly, they let time work for them. The good news is that you don't need millions of dollars to start. You can begin today. First, save a portion of every paycheck before spending anything else. Even 10% can make a huge difference over time. Second, learn a skill that can create extra income outside your job. It could be freelancing, graphic design, programming, consulting, or selling digital products. Having another income source gives you more opportunities. Third, start investing consistently. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Small amounts invested regularly can grow into something life-changing over the years. Remember, Ronald Read didn't become wealthy because he had a massive income. He became wealthy because he understood something most people never learn. Wealth is built slowly. It's built through habits. It's built through patience. And it's built by making your money work harder than you do. One day you'll receive a paycheck for the last time. The question is, will your income disappear with that paycheck? Or will the decisions you're making today continue paying you for years to come? Your future isn't determined by your salary. It's determined by what you do with it. If this video gave you a new perspective on money, hit like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Rich Blueprint for more simple lessons on money, wealth, and financial freedom. See you in the next one.